guys, big welcome to you all to our channel. We are team crushing the meta. You're here with D-Boy and I'm here with you guys with a video to talk about all the information that we have got for the World Finals of 2019. Supposed to be for the, of course, for the Bushiroad Championship Series 2018. So now we have all the information and we could make this video, because before I've got an email with only this. So we had like the Bushiroad Championship Series 2018 finals, and we had the format, which is of course individual. Then you can only play, let's say, with English cards and everything that we already know. But the sleeving was a bit different. Fighters are required to use, so you may use any sleeve if it was official sleeve. That's what it said at the start, and the playmat was the same. Then we had the deck check and they told us a little bit about the format. So Vanguard being premium or standard, you have a best of 1 25-minute rounds, and then if you go to the top 8, then you have a best of 3, which is single elimination 50-minute round. This is in my opinion the best thing that they could do. Like, the Swiss is best of 1 is good in my opinion. You don't need to do a best of 3, that's too much. I would rather play more games against different people than more games in general. So, but then in the top 8, I understand it being a best of 3. It should always be a best of 3 in the top 8 in my opinion, but it's time concerning. I do understand sometimes that they make a best of 1 even in the top 8. At least the finals should be a best of 3. Right, so the other sheet that I've got was this one, which is an information sheet. It's pretty nice. You get the welcome dinner, which is on the January the 19th. On Saturday we got like a dinner planned from Bushiroad. That's also when we will get our prices and sleeves and everything that we need. And then on the second day, which is on Sunday, we will be having the tournament. But I will show you this clearly or more clear later on their official website. And also we got some information like things that you could do, things that you could see if you're going to Japan, because for some of us, like for me, it's the first time that we're going there. So this is also the information that I have shared on our Facebook group, Crushing the Meta, and also I have asked some questions, and this is also the answers that I've got for that. So I had more questions for the sleeves, like the sleeves and the over sleeves. I was asking, could we use anything our own, and they answered with yes, you could use any sleeves if they are licensed, and you could also use the outer sleeves from Bushiroad themselves, or any other outer sleeves if they're, let's say, good. But remember, you can only use 2 layers of sleeves, so 1 outer sleeve and 1 normal sleeves. For the playmat, they said you could use anything if it's Bushiroad official, so anything that you have won through your tournaments or you have bought, but it's Bushiroad official, not made by fans or anything. And it has some other questions, but this information did change, so keep that in mind. Well, we will go to this, so the official website from Bushiroad for the World Finals, and if we click on schedule, then you could see right here they have this schedule, which is pretty nice. You have like the rounds, and then like for standard and premium it's at the same time, and then you have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the finals. So for me, because I will be playing premium, I don't have to take, or I don't even get to take a break. I just have to continue playing. I like that. I don't think that that's bad, because then after the finals I could watch the standard finals without having some stress or anything. And for the English stream, because there will be a stream and you will have some different YouTubers. One of them is Different Fight, I think. Yep, we could find it here on the Bushiroad page, and they say right here like there will be invitation for Different Fight, Card Protagonists, and Burn 1. So that's pretty nice. They will be commentating on our matches, which is incredible. But yeah, that's actually it for this schedule. As you can see, there will also be the White Sparks finals, all the other finals like the Vanguard, and they do it like this in sections. So you could see like the first finals that will be played is from the Dragonborn and from the Premium, and then we have the standard, and then you have the other 2 finals, which is pretty nice made. Alright, so let's get back to this. So on the first day, as I said, we have the welcome dinner, so we gather in the lobby and then we do our registration and we get all the stuff that we need to get for the second day, and then we get a welcome dinner and then the dinner will end. And then on the tournament day, of course, we gather again, we register, and then we will be having a ceremony and then the tournament will start. Lunch will not be provided, however, you could get something there if you want to. Right, so then we have the prices. So I think that most of you guys already have seen this. For the standard, we have, of course, Monarch. And for premium, we have the Magus Grade 3 for Oracle Think Tank. And then, of course, you have the others. I'm not that experienced with the other card games like White Swords and Body Fight, but you also have the other ones and also the one from Dragonborn, of course. The World Final playmat will be, of course, the same for all players. I really don't know what to think about this format. I myself didn't really like it a lot. Maybe when I see it in real life, I will like it more. Like the blue and yellow or a gold, it's really nice put together, but I dislike like all the units that are in here. I mean, this one looks good, but I don't know why Helllll is on here. I don't know why she's on here. So, but yeah, that's it for the playmats. I think that I will be keeping my playmats, or may other people enjoy it more than me, then maybe I will give it as a giveaway or something, or sell it. Then we have the attendance. Of course, we have the one that I will be attending is the Cardfight Vanguard Premium. So you have all the players right here, and you see that some tournaments like you have everyone going, and some others like you maybe sometimes even have only one or the first and second place that's going. From the ones from the from Europe, we have everybody, which is everybody's going. That's pretty nice. And then we have also some from Asia. As you can see from Asia, there are also some tournaments like the only one who's going is the champion. It would be amazing if everybody would or could come, but I could understand that it's also very expensive to be there. So yeah, it depends on if you really have the money and if you really have the time to be able to go there. But if you are the champion, then most of the time you could just go. Alright, so that's actually it for all the attendings. There's something else that I would like to show you guys, is that we have got an email on a profile that we could make, and with that there was some questions asked, and I thought maybe it's nice to show it to you. So first of all, they ask you your name. Well, of course, my name is Hartayawi, also known as D-Boy from Team Crushing the Meta. And the next question was, when did you start playing Cardfight Vanguard? This is something that I'll put online and you could read it yourself if you like reading these kind of vlogs. I will be like talking about it for in this video as a second part of this video. So if you want, you could also listen to me talking, or you could read it yourself. In 2011, I started playing actually Cardfight Vanguard. From the start of the game on the release date, we had the 2 trial decks, and one of them was Kagero, the other one was Royal Paladins. And Martin Mers, a very good friend of mine, he convinced me to play Cardfight Vanguard, which I normally didn't really want to play it, because I have really had it with card games in general, because I think that card games, most of them are pay to win, and with that I was never the kind of player who would play meta. So with that I was always playing anti-meta decks or just decks that I really liked, and I did top multiple tournaments, not Cardfight Vanguard but other tournaments, but I still disliked the game, and with that I stopped playing card games in general. But when Martin introduced me to the Cardfight Vanguard game, I really liked it and I had a lot of fun with it, but I didn't like Kagero as a clan. I wanted something different, so I started watching the anime, and the first thing that you see in the original anime is that there's a Juggernaut and he's rushing at an Helllll, and that was so cool. I've never seen something like that, like a rugby player / American football player just rushing, charging at the a knight with a dragon, and it was so nice. I didn't believe that that existed as a clan. So when it comes to clans, they also ask you what clan do you play and why. For me, it's always have been Spike Brothers from the start of the game, because they really listen to me. Like, it's a clan that could rush whenever you want to rush, and it could chill if you wanted to chill, and it also reflects me. It makes me a better player. So I did pick up the game after I started watching the anime, and I started by trying to get every Spike Brother card out there after me watching the anime, because after I seen Juggernaut charging at the Helllll, I was like, what? So I have just paused the anime right there, or the episode, and I went to research if that was really a clan, but I didn't know the name of the clan yet. So I was going through each and every clan, and then I saw the Dark Zone. It was purple, and I think, whoa, that's a great color because it's one of my favorites. And Spike Brother was there, and I think, is that really the clan that I'm looking for? It's called Spike Brothers? What a cool name. And I clicked on it, and I've seen different cards like the Skydiver, the Juggernaut, some of the older Braki, I think maybe Panther, I don't remember exactly, Cheer Girl, Merlin as in the PG, and I was like, wow, they do really exist. And I ordered all the different Spike Brother cards that I could get, especially from the Netherlands, because they're easy to get in time. And I continued watching the anime, and one day I received the package with all the cards in that, and when I opened it and I held the card for the first time, I had a very interesting feeling, like a kid who is getting a puppy for the first time or something, and I was really happy and incredible, and it felt so surreal. And I couldn't just believe it at that time, because it's just so strange to have a card game where there is sports in it, as in rugby. Rugby was always one of my favorite sports. I played it myself and I enjoyed it a lot. So for me, it was really nice to have a clan like Spike Brothers, and I really felt disgusted if I'm not playing Spike Brothers in a big event. I've had that once, and I really didn't do it anymore because it just felt really wrong. I normally do play other clans, but just more for videos for you guys, or for practicing, or for need to play against somebody else for them to practice against it. But I really don't take a clan other than Spike Brothers and go to big events with it, or even shop challenges. I would not do that. Spike Brothers also lets me love the game even more. I love Spike Brothers more than I love the game of Cardfight Vanguard itself. If Bushiroad will not make any Spike Brother cards anymore, and I would be playing the older cards, and I would not exchange my deck for any other clan. So again, Spike Brothers is just one of the reasons why I play Cardfight Vanguard, because sports and card games is just incredible to mix together. Right, so my past achievements, another question that they are asking for your interview. As you have seen, most of my achievements start from 2017, because normally before that I didn't really start playing in bigger events. I was more like somebody who wants to play with friends and just not really go outside of the Netherlands for events. I was like having fun, getting something to eat, something to drink, and play with friends, more like that. That was Cardfight Vanguard for me. But in 2015, 2016, we were getting bigger and bigger events in the Netherlands itself, and I noticed that people are talking trash about Spike Brothers. So they were like, really? Do you play that clan? Is it even a clan? Are you joking? And I was like, oh, fuck off. I was really getting angry, and I didn't like that at the time. So I tried not to get violent, and sometimes Martin had to like step in and try to cool me down, but I really didn't like the way that they talked trash about Spike Brothers. So I was like, shut the fuck up and face me, try to have a match with me, and if you win you could talk trash, but if you lose you would just apologize. for me and for everybody who's playing Spike Brothers. So that was more like the whole thing that I would do when go to tournaments. I go there, I play the tournaments. Most of the time I do get to win the tournament, and people would still say, okay, maybe Spike Brothers are not that bad. And I was like, you should have said that at the start. So you can see right here, this was a picture from me in the Bushiroad Championship Series in the Netherlands, and this was another one from France when we went with more people from the Netherlands. And these are the bigger achievements that I've achieved in Cardfight Vanguard: a top 8, and then 2 times a second runner-up, and 1 time a champion. So that was amazing. In 2017 I started going to bigger Bushiroad Championship Series, and one of them was the one from the Netherlands. I was able to get in 3rd, and I went to the Swiss, played undefeated, and then in the top 4 I had to lose to the first match into I said here a double miracle heal, but it was a miracle heal and a heal on the 5th damage, so it was 2 heals in 1 turn, and the second one was a miracle heal on the first game. And then on the second game I was able to win that. In the 3rd game there was a huge misunderstanding about if that was my 2nd or 3rd game into the timeout, I mean turn. It should have been my last turn, the 3rd turn from the timeout, but they meant turn 0 was the first turn, and turn 1 is the second turn, and turn 3 was, as you understand, that would mean that my 2nd turn would have not been the 3rd turn, it was the 2nd turn, being turn 0 is the first turn, which is something very stupid, and it was a big misunderstanding. But I played my game on that being my the last turn, so if I have less damage than my opponent I would win, and with that I ended my turn, and it was not like that. And I was like, yes, I've won, and they would like, nope, there is 1 more turn. And I was like, what? You could see the video, I put a link right here for you guys. I will put it in the video as well, so you could click on it and hear my experience about that tournament. But I was really angry, and I had to stop myself multiple times from just flipping the table or getting angry. But out of respect for everybody, also it was a tournament in the Netherlands, I did nothing. I just said GG, good game, thanks for the game, and I went on to play the 3rd and 4th game for the 3rd and 4th place, so the 2nd game, and while the finals was also played at the same time. So yeah, I most of the time I'm very chilled when I play, and I don't really get angry, but I did feel that I did get screwed on that match, so I was trying to do something about it, but it didn't work when I talked to the judges, so it was okay. But after winning that game, so the 3rd match, and I was 3rd place, I thought I would go to wards, because normally 1st, 2nd, and 3rd will go to ward, but that year the 3rd player wasn't able to go to wards, he wasn't allowed to go to wards, so I was really devastated. I didn't know about that, so I went home and I made the deck profile on the video, which is this one, and after that I just put my deck in the deck box, and I put it like I have a place where I put all my decks, and I didn't touch it for a while. So I started playing other clans like Kagero, Nuba, and Darks, and just to enjoy the game a little bit more, because I felt like I had to do better for Spike Brothers and I didn't, so it was like I was disappointed in myself. In 2017 in the autumn, I tried to redeem myself and try to play the clan again. For Spike Brothers we had a lot of support. Actually there were only 3 cards, but it was a big support. It was the GB8, the Flip G-Guard, and the Heal Trigger, and with that the game, or the players for Spike Brothers, changed their interaction with the deck. It was more a deck that based on the GB8, and their builds was also changed. For me, I didn't change the deck, I left it exactly the way it was, and because I wanted like to punish myself and play with the same deck and still win the shop challenge, and I was able to do that, so that's pretty amazing. Then I did change the deck and I put in the new cards, but I didn't have enough time to practice, so I went to Belgium, Germany and France, and I had a lot of fun playing those tournaments, but I didn't really get a huge achievement. Only one top 8, but that's actually it for me to do in 3 tournaments, which was less than I normally do, but I did had a great time, and we have amazing community from Europe, so I'm very happy with that, or community in general actually for Cardfight Vanguard, so that's amazing and I'm very grateful for that as well. 2018 was really my year to do some different stuff, so we started with a team tournament and we went to Belgium with Martin Meurs, again one of my best friends, and Sven, and we played that tournament, but we got screwed by the judges big time on 2 games, and those are the 2 games that we lost. I didn't lose, but my teammate did lose, and it was not because of his own fault, it was because of the stupid ruling that the judge made up and then changed to the normal ruling, and with that he didn't or wasn't able to guard anymore because the ruling changed during the game. So the judge said something, and then after like 5 minutes he came back and he said, well, I was wrong, so the ruling is not that, it's that. And Martin was like, but you said it was different before and you can't change it in the game itself. And the judge was like, yep, but that's the rule, so you have to play by that. And it was just stupid. But yeah, on the other game we had to sit at the wrong table, and with that we were punished as well to replay the match, and yeah, they lost that match as well. So we weren't able to play or get to the tops in that tournament. But then we went to Germany, and that was a great weekend because there were also the football or soccer finals, so France against Croatia, and also you had like the 3rd and 4th match between, if I remember correctly, it was Belgium versus England. So we had a lot of fun, the food was good, the drinks were good, and Germany is always so welcoming as a community as well, so that's also nice. And we were able to be first, so we were champions in that tournament, but there was also another problem in awards. There were no awards for teams in that year. I don't know if there was ever, but we expected there will be, but it was not. So we were champions and we got our playmats and medallions and everything, but we weren't able to go to awards. It was amazing that I haven't lost a match that year in the Bushiroad Championship Series, because I played I think 2 events, 2 team tournament events, and both of them I was undefeated in the Swiss and also in the tops in the second tournament that we played. So then the craziest format started, which is premium, and with premium everything changed. There was standard and was premium. Standard didn't really feel like a lot of fun for me. I did enjoy the format a little bit, but most of the time I focused on premium. But the problem was that we only had 2 premium tournaments in Europe, one of them being the one in the UK and the other one was from France, and I wasn't able to go to the UK, so I did put all my hopes on the one from France to be able to go towards. I played only 1 tournament for standard, that was the one in the Netherlands, and I really didn't take it as seriously. I was just going there and play for fun, and I didn't do great at all. So I was able to get in 3rd for the France premium tournament in Nancy. As you can see in this picture, I was able to get to the tops and then play and lose in the semi-finals, but still was able to win in the 3rd and 4th match against one of our greatest players, JJ, right here. But yeah, that was amazing, and now I will be able to go to boards. So another question, and I think, yeah, almost the last question. What's my favorite clan and why? Well, most of you or my favorite card and why. Most of you guys already know my favorite clan is Spike Brothers, and my favorite card, well, I can't choose a card. Because Spike Brother for me is like a team. There are a lot of cards to choose from. I love each and every one, and most of them, even if they are so ugly, like Cheer Girl right here, Adelaide. I mean, why would you make a card that would look like that? Which is a nightmare for some, but yeah. But if I would have to choose, then I would say that for me, if I would have an avatar, then that would be Spike Bouncer, Axe Diver, and Dudley Mason, as I still believe that Dudley Mason is Axe Diver and is Spike Bouncer. It's all the same guy, but he's coming from a different era. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think that is the case. If we would have a captain in our team, then that would be Rising, being Rising Nova or Great Star. Doesn't matter for me because they're also the same guy. Well, on the defensive, the defense is led by none other than Juggernaut Maximum. Of course, being Maximum or Maximum, it doesn't matter. Again, it's the same guy. And the attack is led by Skydiver, as he is the one who started the whole calling in the battle phase. So yep, he should be the one. And of course, we still have the one-man army, which is Helllll 8. So I also said to Bushi right here that if I would have to choose one, then I would choose the captain of the team, which is Giant Star, or Helllll 8 to be my favorite card. And because maybe if somebody would like to make me a gift or something, then I would love it if it was one of these two or both of them. And here I'm a little bit greedy, but yep, I like both of them. I like all the clans, so yeah, I can't choose. So yes, as you see right here, if I was ever a card, then I think that I would be a grade 2, and then I would be one of these. And then of course the old school Skydiver. I still hope that they will make him in the V series because it's a great card. And then the Helllll 8, something that you really should read is the lore. You could read it yourself if you want to, but most important, as you can see, Spike Brother was reborn as a team when the Helllll 8 was visited them in the dressing room, and he was like, boys, I will be your player, and they will be, nope, you're not. And then he beat everybody up, and he was saying to the coach like, you have to take me as one of your players. And the thing is, in Spike Brothers, as you can see right here, it's said that as a Spike Brother, they believe in power equal justice. They were admired, so they admired the power of the Helllll 8, and they always say that crush the weak, crush the strong, crush justice and evil together. Right and wrong doesn't matter, gain or lose doesn't matter, strong and unbreakable team, and uncontrollable team. And that's what Helllll 8 did actually. He destroyed the team and reborn it, and he was like, you have to take me as one of your players. Also, something which is funny, did you know that we have 3 different risings? Rising Star, Nova and Supernova, and all 3 of them doesn't have full art. Like, we have created Rising Star as full art for ourselves, but it doesn't look good because the image is not high quality. Also, somebody on Facebook also tried to make a Supernova as a full art, and he succeeded. That did look very good. And Rising Nova, on the other hand, he has an SP art, but he doesn't have full art. So we can't take any of those pictures to use them like for a playmat or as our background or something, because yes, we don't have the full art like the one that we have right here. The last question is, what would winning the World Finals means to you? Well, it would mean that I would prove my point, as in you could choose a clan, and that's your favorite clan, and you don't have to change it to be competitive. You could play your favorite clan and have fun with it and still win your tournaments and be a champion. That's the point that I would like to make. And also, I think that most of you guys already admire Spike Brothers as being one of the best clans, but back in the days people didn't understand that, and we had to work hard. Like some of us, like Australia, like Living Proof, like Axel from Crushing Kyo, some of us really had to work hard to maintain that Spike Brothers is a very good clan, and it does still top in a lot of tournaments, being played by people that really like playing the clan and not just people that like to play meta. So yeah, that was actually the point that I would like to make, as you can read right here. That's actually it. These are some of my big achievements, and this is me. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, especially the first part of the video. The second part of the video is just this blog that I made that I will be sending to Bushiroad. So thanks for watching again. Until next time.